guys, it's Katie, and welcome back to another Create This Book 2 episode.
Yay!
Today we're doing something a little bit different, and that is it's going to be random. Yes, it's going to be 100% random. We're going to use a random number generator to generate what page number, and if I haven't done that page yet, I'm going to be completing it. This challenge was suggested by one of my friends, Emerson. She wanted to tell me that. She wanted to tell you guys that. So thank you, Emerson. So yeah, we're going to be doing this for all the pages today, which I feel like this is going to be a challenge because normally I can kind of like think about, okay, which page do I want to do? Which page do I have an idea for? But no, this is going to be 100% random. So let's do it. So we're just going to generate a number. 103 is our number. So let's go ahead. Go to 103. See if we got 103 yet. Oh, yes, we have. That was our layered page. If you want to see how I made this, check out that episode. So we're going to redo it. 137 is our next number. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Create a pastel page. Use only light colors on this page. So I guess this is going to be our next page, so let's do it. It's voiceover time! You can just ignore everything that's going on right now because that bakery sign, yep, that gets deleted. So, yeah, essentially my idea for this was to draw like stuff you find in a bakery, like a cupcake and some macaroons. So here I am starting to draw my cupcake. Now, I am nowhere near Mariah Elizabeth level of drawing cupcakes. This icing here looks a lot like poop. Anyways, we're just going to transfer this onto a new sheet of paper along with the macaroons which I accidentally drew off camera. So, anyways, I am not a perfect human being. And as I was outlining this, I made a pretty big mistake and had to go over it with tons of whiteout. Such as proof there that I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I am the farthest thing from perfect. And yeah, anyways, I basically am trying to add some like detail and texture to these things with the Sharpie to make it look a little more interesting. I added little like pearl things on the cupcake and I added little dots on the macaroons, and now I'm going in for the background with some pastel watercolors. So this paper is not watercolor paper, so as you see it doesn't take it too well, but I'm just trying to do little splotches of pastel colors because obviously this is pastel page. So I just continued splotching on the little watercolor circle things and making them blend together to look in what I think is a little pretty manner. I kind of like the way this turned out. Now this floor, however,
I do not like, so
we're getting out some paper to cover that up because I thought it would look okay, but it actually looks way too dark and way too harsh compared to the background. So yeah, my head is also making many appearances here. So after cutting them to size, I got out a tan color pencil and I started shading the background in to make it a nice light pastel, if brown can be pastel. And yeah, and then I started using other pastel colors to make like the little grooves in the wood. I don't know, it's an interesting idea. I think it looks okay when it gets put onto it. So now I'm just gluing it on to the old gross brown. And then all that's left to do is attach it to the book. So I'm using these super cheap Elmer's glue sticks and gluing it into the book. The texture of watercolor once it's dried, but overall I think I generally like this page okay. It's not my best page I've done, but you know, it's fine and it got the job done at the end of the day. Okay, new page, new number. 86. 186. 3. 45, 96. Create a recreation. Find a photo, drawing, or piece of writing from when you're younger and recreate it in here. You can either improve your own work or replicate your old work as closely as possible. Alright, let's find something to recreate. Okay, so this is a notebook that I had when I was like in third or fourth grade. And I drew this little girl with this really bad looking braid. And a heart on her shirt. So I'm gonna recreate this. So I'm actually going to put this in the book, and then on this side I'm going to recreate it, And I want to make it better. I want to improve it because like just replicating it is probably, and it's kind of lame, you know? Especially considering the original is already hideous. Let's just cut this out. Okay, so I have this to go off of, and let's try to make a better person over here. I don't know if I've even drawn any people on the series yet, so this will be interesting. But yeah, the random number generator has spoken, so let's get started. So I would like no judgment on this drawing right now because I do not draw very many people. This is not normal for me, and this is like one of my first times, not my first time, but like I don't draw people all the time. So here I am attempting to sketch out this girl with a braid. So I've been using reference pictures, so that way you can see the Chromebook in the corner. And, you know, some features of her I think look really good, some features I think look eh. But overall, like, considering it's me drawing it, it definitely looks decent. So now that I finished the sketch, I'm going to go in with these colored pencils, coloring in the heart pink and the shirt blue, because I feel like that's probably what I would have imagined it as in my original drawing, even if there was no colors. And then I went in coloring in the face with my colored pencils, and then doing the eyes and the hair respectively. I think the best part of this is probably the hair, because like I know the braid isn't like super accurate, but I'm pretty proud of it, and compared to whatever was going on the other one, I think it looks a lot better. So yeah, here's the final page with the old and the new one side by side. I really like this page actually. It's not perfect, but I think it's kind of cute. We got all sorts of devices going on. It just depends on whatever phone or laptop is available in the house at the time. Okay, so here's our next random number. 263. Oh, wait a second. Did I make it do that much? Oh, wait, there's not. Oh, I meant to go 199, not 2. Oops. 109. Create a makeover. Find something that can use improvement. Give it a makeover. So this pinboard thing definitely needs a makeover. It is hideous, and you'll be able to see it more when you take these all off, because a lot of these are really old. But anyway, I'm taking all these off, and look at this. Like, what is that? It's just like...
And these eyes are staring into your soul.
So? Wow, that was aggressive. So I grabbed some acrylic paints from my acrylic paint drawer, and I came back up and painted the whole thing white. Now I had multiple reasons for doing this. For one, I would be able to paint over the whole yellow thing, and it would make the lighter pastel colors go on a lot easier if there was just a white base to it. And then my other reason was just to kind of stall time and think about my ideas. Mariah Elizabeth actually commonly does this during her thrift store makeovers when she's feeling like she needs to stall time and just, you know, just put gesso after gesso after gesso, except for I'm using plain old white acrylic paint because I'm basic.
Then switched gears and decided to gesso the drawers. I've used gesso in the past as a way to stall and just think about my idea. So what do? More gesso. I'm doing it again.
So I probably should have done this before I did the white, but now I am taping off the actual board part so I didn't get any paint on it, even though there's already plenty of paint on it. Anyways, and I'm going
in for a nice cute little stripy pattern with all these pastel colors in a row.
No, it looks ugly.
Okay, fresh start, new beginnings. We are doing a new idea, and I'm thinking watermelon. So I am putting a nice light pastel green, more like a teal color, over half of this. And I'm kind of doing like sideways to make it look more like aesthetic. And then I'm going over it with a darker green, sketching out little waves in it to kind of look like the little, what do you call them, bumps in the watermelon. And I make sure I did this on all this little edges, which was kind of annoying, but it made it turn out better in the end, so I'm glad I did it. So then I went with the pink on the bottom to look like the actual watermelon part of the watermelon. Did this on all the sides. So since I want this to look the best it can be, I also went over with a second layer on the darker green, just to make it look a little bit more solid. And then it was time for the seeds, so I got a little bit of black paint and drew some odd looking seeds all over. Some of them look really good, some of them a little odd looking, as I already mentioned. But yeah, I did some seeds on all the edges, and yeah. I don't know what else to say about this. Okay. So I'm going to try to do something to deal with that because I don't want to leave it like that, and I just decided to just try to cover it up. I knew I wasn't going to be able to completely cover it up. I knew it wasn't going to look perfect, but I just wanted to try to shove some random gray paint over top of it and just see if we could get rid of this mess. And now, time for some ASMR. Enjoy. Putting the final board back up on the wall where it belongs, and I think it looks so much better, and I'm really happy. Okay, another page. These random ones are interesting because like you never know what you're getting yourself into when you start. Okay. Pick a random number, 1 between 199.
The answer is 30.
That's not what I said. Pick a random number, 1 through 199.
The answer is 72.
72. There we go.
There's not enough. Here's this one.
Let's create a split decision. Write or draw the first thing that comes to mind. Pineapple. All right, we're drawing pineapples. Now this page is pretty darn straightforward. I just basically started drawing some pineapples on a hill. One of them is kind of going crazy and tumbling down the hill, and it's upside down. But I just basically drew these simple cartoons, and then I drew little faces on top of them. Each one has a different expression, and then I just drew a big sun in the background. And you know, this page was like really relaxing and fun to do because it was just like super easy, and it was just like kind of just fun and fresh and just like, you know, I don't know, it's just like easy, but like still challenging enough to be like fun. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I tried to do a little shaded thing on the grass. It looks okay. And then I just did a big chunky sun, which is my favorite kind of sun, in the background because there's no pressure and you just make it look kind of bad. And then you just do the blue sky, and here's the finished page. I really like this one. It's just really funny, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun, and I don't know what, the descriptions are just getting worse and worse. Okay, next page. Last page of this video. 198. Create an alteration. Choose something you hate. Figure out a way to make it more appealing. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I hate chewing. So my idea was, since I hate like chewing noises and chewing in general, if I do a big like bubble gum drawing, then that's like making it more appealing because it's just like gum and I like gum. So this was kind of a weird idea, and I also already had it sketched accidentally before I pressed record.
I'm such a pro YouTuber, man. I'm so good.
So anyway, I just drew this guy blowing a big old bubble in the middle, and I know it's slightly off center. It's going to annoy people.
Don't comment about it, please. Thank you.
Anyway, then I just drew a bunch of little other bubbles around it, like he's floating in a pile of bubbles. And yeah, I just drew a bunch of little circles. I did trace those circles because I am not good at drawing circles. So yeah, I'm coloring all them in and doing a little shine on each of them to make it a little bit more fancy. Then I'm coloring in this guy that I drew. You know, it's not the worst face or half face I've ever drawn. It's not the best. The eyes are kind of weird looking, but you know, it's okay. And yeah, I actually really like this page. I'm like really proud of it, and overall I just think it has a cool look and I like the idea. And so yeah, I really like this page. Thumbs up for me. Hey y'all, so I forgot to film an outro and was too lazy to film another one and import it in here. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this page. I post every Tuesday and Friday. So yeah, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace out.